1/6 of the world's entire population, approximately over 1 billion people, suffer from illness, disability, and death through neglected tropical disease. This disease that is concentrated in many underdeveloped countries, including Africa, has been pushed aside due to the large interest in tuberculosis, AIDS, and malaria, and many people are unaware of its reality. Patients with this disease suffer from extreme poverty and poor living conditions. Most of them suffer from chronic illnesses, and this vicious cycle continues as proper treatment is not provided. Among these, there is another neglected tropical disease, the notorious Bululi ulcer that eats the skin. Sehim system that defeats Bululi ulcer and other neglected tropical disease. Bululi ulcer is one of the main endemics concentrated in West Africa. This disease belongs in the same group as the causative organism of leprosy, tuberculosis, etc. It is a disease infected through many Mycobacterium ulcerans and one of the hardest neglected tropical diseases to cure. Although the Bululi ulcer is curable in its beginning stages using strong antibiotics combination therapy, if that early stage passed by, the only alternative is to graft skin. However, if that stage is missed, it is a terrible disease in which the only method is amputation in case of limbs, but no other measure except death in the case of the torso. Consequently, people suffering this disease must live the rest of their lives in fear of disability or death. What is even more despairing is that the exact cause of this illness is unknown. Until now, international organizations in many countries have been putting effort into treating Bululi ulcer, but they are experiencing difficulty in investigating the exact cause. Since there is no pain or fever in the beginning stages of Bululi ulcer, most patients do not realize that they have been infected and miss the treatable stage. Afterwards, the skin ulcer quickly develops, and when it attacks the bones, it causes an irreversible disability. Moreover, AIDS that damage the immune system, malnutrition caused by lack of food, and poor sanitation of living environments make treatment of Bululi ulcer difficult. For these reasons, the locals call the Bululi ulcer the demon's disease and the cursed disease because it is hard to cure once one is infected. Also, they use superstitious treatment methods to worsen the disease, continuing a vicious cycle. Dr. Huang Hyojiang first encountered the Bululi ulcer in 2012 in Côte d'Ivoire as a medical volunteer. He took notice that this disease had similar symptoms as severe atopy patients and developed the sehim system that can recover and regenerate wounds of the Bululi ulcer patients. The process of sehim system preventing bacteria from entering the wound and reducing its size. The process of natural antibiotic on the infected area of the skin. The process of discharging toxins. It is comprised of the processes of recovering and regenerating wounds. The effects seen on patients after application of sehim system were progressive and like no other until now. Due to the advantageous characteristics of sehim system that strengthens the immune system and regenerates and recovers, it can be applied not only on Bululi ulcer but also on various other illnesses. What is even more meaningful is that the suffering Bululi ulcer patients start to have hope as they watch their wounds heal. Rodrigue could help but to amputate his foot that was severely damaged by Bululi ulcer, and everyone would stay away from him due to the bad odor. Now, he does not need to amputate his foot and can walk. Georgian had to cover her face with a towel because of the Bululi that developed around her eyes, and was in danger of losing her sight on both eyes. But now, she doesn't need to cover with a towel and can smile. Mercy was infected with Bululi ulcer shortly after she was born, and her parents were in despair, fearing the threat to her life and lifetime disability. However, she was healed miraculously without any disabilities and is able to live a normal life. Benin, located in West Africa, is also a country where many citizens suffer from Bululi ulcer. The treatment of Bululi ulcer in the neighboring country by Dr. Huang was surprising and welcome news to the government of Benin. The Ministry of Health in Benin, after thoroughly reviewing the data on the treatment of Bululi ulcer that Dr. Huang Hyo-jung carried out, signed an MOU and fully supported it by providing land, establishing a hospital, registering as an NGO, etc. As a result, on March 2017, the Health Ministry of Benin registered the medicine that Dr. Huang developed as a wound-healing herbal medicine that can cure Bululi ulcer and other neglected tropical diseases.
Nous sommes très heureux et très contents à César d'avoir pu obtenir ce document en question. Et à travers cela, maintenant plus que jamais, nous pouvons désormais guérir encore plus et encore plus de patients de plaies et beaucoup plus les Béninois qui vont beaucoup en bénéficier.
Neglected tropical diseases that threaten the lives and happiness of mankind. Many people on this earth still live in pain and despair from this disease. The international society must continue to join wisdom and work on discovering the exact cause of infection for eradication of diseases with communal love for humanity. The new strength that allows people to be freed from the despair and curse that continues generation after generation. The sehim that saves people. Now, as the Benin Hospital is established and the medicine is registered, a new way to saving these people has opened.